Hello everyone, and this is a different video than what I normally do. I don't usually do lists, but today I'm going to do a list of something that I feel I've been needing to say for a while. Um, in my opinion, I play a lot of visual novel games. It's kind of my MO here on the channel, and these just there's a lot of visual novel games that are good, but there's a lot that are bad, and there's some that have a lot of tropes in them that I don't particularly like. So, in my opinion, these are going to be the 5 visual novel tropes that just kind of need to stop. They just kind of need to go away. I mean, not completely, but a lot of games have them, and they get kind of annoying seeing them time after time again. Um, the first one would be that, like, pretty much in every VN that I've played, every single woman that you can romance or whatever is single. That's kind of unrealistic in my opinion, that every single woman has no boyfriend or love interest or whatever, or is married. That kind of needs to go away. It would be nice to have a VN to where, you can't romance all the girls because, hey, maybe it finds out, hey, maybe they're married or have a boyfriend or something, and, that's the end of the route for you. Try again with another woman. That would be realistic, I think, and that would be, I think, much welcomed in a VN. Another one is what I call the perfect protagonist. Basically, a protagonist who is just absolutely ridiculously like good looking or athletic, or just someone who doesn't have very many character flaws. Someone who basically everyone can swoon over because, hey, they're like Christian Grey or whatever in 50 Shades of Grey. Rich, handsome, successful. That's not very realistic. In the grand scheme of things. And yeah, I think I think that kind of needs to go away too, because I've played some VNs where that's pretty prominent, and I don't like that. I want someone who's kind of more down to earth, kind of more realistic. Someone who I can actually relate to on at least some level. I can't relate to some rich kid or whatever who is like a freaking like expert, academic or whatever. I can't relate to that, and a lot of people can't relate to that. Anyway, another one is ridiculous storylines in otherwise, normal-ish games. A big thing at the end when I was playing Magic Hoy, I was playing through Chris's route, and for the most part, it's a fairly normal route. But then towards the end, it just gets ridiculous with a bunch of BS thrown around, and it's like, what the hell is that? And it really turned me off towards the end of the game. And I really liked the game, but no, I had to do some like Dragon Ball Z shit at the end. It was like, well, I don't know. Well, on to my next one would be a main story, not necessarily the route stories, but kind of what they call common routes in VNs, basically the route that everyone would share up until the point that they diverge. Common routes that are too long. A big offender of this that I'm playing through right now is Fruit of Grisaya. It takes forever to get through that route. I mean, I was like 60 some episodes in before I finally got to route. That's too long. I'm sorry. And it's not like that game was overly interesting in the common route. It's just day-to-day crap. That could be toned down a lot. It needs to go away. It needs to have longer routes instead of shorter common route. Flesh out the story of the different heroines more instead of the main route, which no one's ever going to play through again because everyone's just going to fast forward through it just to get to the next person. And another one, my final trope here, happy endings. What I mean by this is that a lot of VNs have happy endings. Everyone's, all lovey-dovey, Why can't someone just, like, die at the end? Not everything happens, not everything is perfect, fairy tale endings. And I would like more VNs to kind of go into the darker side of relationships. Not every relationship, it can be saved. Some fail. A lot of them fail. It would be nice to have, like, maybe someone break it up at the end or whatever, or maybe someone gets cheated on, or whatever, just something to change it up a bit. I'm sick of, oh, hey, they lived happily ever after, yay, the end. I don't like that. I want that to change. And yeah, some VNs do go into the darker side, with like murders and stuff like that, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Way too many of them are happy-go-lucky for me. But Oh well. And another, I think another trope I'm going to touch on that I don't have written down here is a lot of VNs have H scenes, which are hentai scenes, which are basically sex scenes. A lot of them have them just to have them. I know a lot of companies put them in just to sell the game, because honestly, a lot of the storylines are pretty crappy. But honestly, some games don't need them. Like Princess Evangel, I was played through. That doesn't need sex scenes. It's the storyline's actually pretty good on its own. It doesn't need nudity. It's just like a cash grab just to get you to spend money. I don't know. Sometimes they feel forced to. It's like I don't want to sleep with this person yet. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. But I have no choice because that's the way the game runs. So, yeah, I mean that's something that kind of needs to be toned down. But honestly, I get why they're in games, because honestly, they probably wouldn't sell without nudity. I mean that's just the sad state of affairs that the industry is in. Oh well, I hope I did a little bit of enlightenment here on my little tropes that I think should go away. So yeah, if you like it, leave a like, comment on what you think is overdone in visual novel games and should be changed, or if you have any suggestions on how to change something, maybe if you disagree with what I have to say, then leave it in the comments. I do like to comment and debate and stuff like that. So yeah. Alrighty, well, I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.